What's up, YouTube? It's a night Saint here, back with another video, and this video is gonna be about taking your masculinity back before it's too late. Uh, I think masculinity is something that's very like overlooked. It's like just really, it's overlooked and underdeveloped. Like people like to act like, oh, like I think that's one thing that affects a lot of young boys nowadays. I can only speak about the young black boys because, like I said, that's who I am and that's who I was, and a lot of young black boys don't know the worth of a man. They have no respect for the man, and even myself, I do have a problem with male authority because, like I said, I didn't really have a worthy man in my life, to guide me and teach me how to live as a young man. Like I said, and it caused me to really look at a lot of men sideways. It sort of caused me to adopt, some of these, these broken women monsters about what a man is, not unbroken, but broken women like mindsets about what a man is and what he's supposed to be. So in many ways that caused a lot of grief inside like my life because of my just wrong understanding of what masculinity is and what a man is. So in many ways, like I said, I caused myself a lot of pain because of my lack of masculinity and just principle and just having a foundation for myself and wanting to do something with my life. Just wandering aimlessly throughout my life and not really knowing what I want to do with it, and not really having any, just man skills to be able to handle adversity because I was so shy and I was always very passive and scared and always shied away from trying to, step on anybody's feet or just, cause conflict. And now I'm at the point where, like I said, I get angry. I be getting I legit be thinking through in my head times where I legit should have defended myself, metaphorically and just just physically. But I was too scared. I was too passive. I was just a pushover. What Mike Tyson say, a tomato can. Is I was just very much just so scared to, I was scared to lose or win. Like I said, I was just scared to just get physical with people because of just my lack of edge and my lack of masculinity in a way, and just scared of what people would think about me and just rejection and all these type of things. But I'm understanding now that, like I said, I am a man. Like I said, I like that this is what my struggle is. I like that I just what essentially I have to struggle in to really be what I want to be, because I got big dreams and I got big aspirations, and if I don't go through it, I'm never gonna be those type of things. And if I'm being honest, I'd rather be striving than just to be alive, just going through my day surviving. Like I said, I think a lot of people share that sentiment, is that they rather be at least trying their best every day to do what they want to be, or do what they best to accomplish what they want to accomplish, than just to be suffering silently. Like I said, I'd rather be dead if I wasn't doing this. So that's just my point of view, and that's just my opinion. But it's hard trying to take control of something that, like I said, somebody else has, or you just have no recollection of. I didn't grow up with very strong or just masculine figures, so I'm trying to gain something I don't have, and nor do I got a good blueprint on. So in many ways, I have to try extra hard. I'm trying through books. I'm trying through just having conversations with just grown men, and just trying to be more respectful and understand that like I may have just given the bad back to just masculine men in my life to help me develop my own masculine energy. So in many ways, like I said, I have to really struggle and search for that figure to help push me forward. But all in all, it's been very hard. Like I said, I don't intend on stopping, but like I said, I'm gonna keep following my own dreams and keep my own drive going until that I get whoever to come help me, whoever it is. Like I said, but the thing about it is you can't just wait and sit there waiting. Like I said, when when the student is ready, the teacher will appear. So I think that's how my approach is with just life and just moving forward. So that's how I am. So yeah, taking up masculinity back is something that's very important, especially now because they're trying to edge it out, and it's sort of like how history, how, let's say in history, okay, in history, like I said, it's sort of the reason why now women are very hypersexualized. They just it's a lot of feminine energy in the space in totality, because it seemed like for years the feminine energy has been so suppressed. so that when it came forward like a big wave. And that's sort of what's happening now with this well, I think what's about to start happening was that masculinity that's gonna keep getting suppressed, and then eventually it's gonna come back in this big wave, and it's just gonna be very destructive in a way. It's sort of like, it's not sort of like, but it's like that's how I perceive it to be, and I don't know how long that's gonna be until that happens. But like I said, I think that I live for trying to be more masculine. I think that's, if you want to be more attractive, you can be masculine. I think because it's not very masculine people out here, and I know that as I get older, I'll be more masculine, and it's just, I think it's very much it's an honorable thing. Now, back in the day, that was expected, but and it was expected, and I guess in nowadays, it's more attractive, it's more appreciated. People want masculine people around. Like I said, the masculine people make the world. So I mean, hate it or love it, I'm about to say, masculinity is needed as much as femininity is like needed. But get back to the video. I'm about to say, take your masculinity back before it's too late. It's that I think that a lot of people, even myself at times, I allowed situations to, like have my balls in a way. Like I said, everybody, like you can't, like people be giving their balls up the ball. I think Simple the P said that, I believe. He's like, people be giving up their masculinity for petty things, and it's like, masculinity should be like one of the highest things, like one of the things you hold in high regard. You should never give it away, no matter what. And I think that a lot of people are quick to give it away, just because of they lack of resolve. Sometimes they lack of just power, and they just don't believe in it. They've been growing up in a world where people talk down on it, so they think it's worth, and ain't worth nothing. So you have to be able to. So people give it up very easily, and it's sad to see. I know I have, and I'm not about to act like I haven't. And I grew up in a society where I grew up on the negative end of the society where people gave it up easily. So, and hence that's how I ended up becoming. So, in many ways now I cling on it. I cling on the little masculinity that I have, trying to build it up every day, and that I work on my business, or that I work on my mind every time I go into meditation, every time I go to class, every time I go to school, every time I'm learning, every time I'm building my mind and my body and my spirit. I'm clean on my masculinity, so I can have some type of foundation to, even in the spiritualness, where every time when I come back down from my from my spiritual angle and just looking at things, I can have something to come back to. So yeah, and I think that as far as life goes on, like I said, I think they're trying to, with all these genders and all this really just social, all these social shortcomings that's been going on just with people and mental illness and all this type of stuff. I think that masculinity is gonna be needed, especially next couple of years, just because of what I think is about to happen. But I think that people need to really start to develop it and hold on it with their life, because I think that in the next coming years and just in the future, just even in your life with just raising kids, or just being able to respect yourself, being able to have principles, being able to have a foundation, being able to just speak your mind and live and just be righteous, and just be able to rule right. Because I think that I think the healthy man, or the healthy masculine man, is very fair of a person, and also he's the protector and he's the provider and all these extra things. But he's just very fair of a person. He's the compassionate one. I think that I think in the world now, I think people like to associate compassion with women, and I think that a lot of men have a lot of compassion. I think that they have compassion in the sense where a lot of men sacrifice their whole lives to take care of people that don't even care about them in many ways. Not care about it, but they don't really consider like the man. And a lot of men have to go out and do this for the rest of their lives, and I think that's very commendable. At the same time, it's very stupid at the same time, but it's very commendable. But of course, that's like the men with no self-respect. But if he minus the self-respect and everything else from it, the act itself is very honorable. It's very honorable. It's very heroic of a person to go every day and help and do their best to make sure that everybody around them is okay. It's very unhealthy. That's the word I meant. Not stupid, but like very unhealthy. It's very unhealthy for somebody to go distance for people that don't really care about them. But I mean, that's superheroes. But it's just like it's very honorable in just the act itself. But yeah, take your masculinity back. The way I am trying to is just, just being more aggressive, just being able, like I'm about to pick up boxing and just really start to get really in tune with just my anger. Because growing up, I always believed that anger was bad. I think people get the idea that anger is bad, but no emotion is like useless. Emotion is just, like I said, no emotions are good. It's good or bad. Emotions are just emotions. I'm about to say it's usually like the intent and the perception of it that really gives it like its meaning. So yeah, like I said, so yeah, just trying to get ready, get boxing, just trying to make a lot of more money so I can help provide for my family, but of course just myself. Like I said, I want to be able to move. I want to be able to just to become a man on my own and not really have to really. I want to be able to become a man. Just period. I mean, I ain't about to go no further than that. Just be a man and just be able to stand on my own tools. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all later. Thank you.